My boss called me a waste of salary in front of the whole office, so I quit. A week later, he was in the wrong city for the biggest meeting of his career. I had been my boss's executive assistant for 7 years. He knew I handled his calendar, his travel, his clients. What he never understood was how much work all of that actually required. He thought booking a flight meant clicking a button, not coordinating 3 different time zones with 2 backup itineraries in case his connection got delayed. He thought managing clients meant forwarding emails, not solving their problems at 11 at night so he could walk into the office the next morning with no idea anything had gone wrong. So when he stood up in our weekly team meeting and announced he was cutting my salary because anyone can book a lunch reservation, I didn't argue. I just stood up, grabbed my bag, and said, "Good luck." He actually laughed as I walked toward the door, told everyone I'd come crawling back by Monday because I'd never find another job that let me do so little for so much. The whole room was silent. I didn't look back. The first few days, he was smug about it. He missed a call back from a client and figured they would call again if it was important. He showed up to a lunch meeting that had been rescheduled the week before and sat alone for 40 minutes because he never read his own calendar updates. Annoying for him, but manageable. Then came the board presentation. I watched through a friend's Instagram story as he stood at the podium flipping through slides he didn't recognize, staring at talking points like he had never seen them before, because he hadn't. I wrote every word he ever said in that boardroom, and without me there to walk him through it the night before, he was completely lost. He tried to wing it. It did not go well. After that, things started falling apart fast. His biggest client called the office screaming about a shipment crisis that nobody had handled overnight. I had been solving those calls at 3 a.m. for years while he slept. He genuinely believed that account was low maintenance. Then came the meeting that would decide his promotion to VP. He flew to New York feeling confident, probably already rehearsing his acceptance speech in his head. The meeting had been moved to Chicago 2 weeks earlier. He landed, checked his phone, and realized he was 1,000 miles from where he needed to be because he never read any email I didn't summarize for him first. That was when my phone started blowing up. Calls, texts, voicemails that got more desperate by the hour. The first few were professional. By the end, he was practically begging. He showed up at my apartment twice. I watched through the peephole both times and let him knock until he gave up and left. A week after I walked out, I finally opened the door. He looked terrible. Dark circles under his eyes, shirt wrinkled, tie loosened like he had been tugging at it all day. He apologized 3 times before I even let him inside, and then he offered me double my old salary if I would come back immediately. He said he had no idea how much I actually did. I let him finish, and then I pulled out my phone and showed him the text from his clients, the emails I had fielded at midnight, the 3 a.m. phone calls I took from overseas accounts so he could sleep through the night and take credit for the relationships in the morning. Then I handed him the binder, 3 inches thick. Every system I had built, every crisis I had solved, every lie I had told on his behalf when he missed a meeting or forgot a name. His face went pale as he flipped through the pages. "I had no idea," he said quietly. "I know," I told him. That was the whole point. He closed the binder and looked up at me with hope, like maybe I was showing him all of this because I wanted him to understand before I came back. So I told him I had already accepted a new position. His whole body relaxed. He even smiled a little, relieved that I was about to become someone else's problem and he could start fresh. Then I told him where I was going. The smile disappeared. His biggest competitor, the company that had been trying to steal his clients for years. He started to say something, but I wasn't finished. Those clients who had my personal cell phone number, the ones who texted me directly because they knew I was the one who actually solved their problems, they were coming with me. Every single one of them. They had never been loyal to him. They were loyal to the person who showed up for them at 3 a.m. and never asked for credit. He just sat there staring at the binder in his lap like he was watching his whole career fall apart in real time. Because he was. He had to hire 4 people to replace me. His first week alone, his wife called the office asking why nobody sent her birthday flowers this year. I had been handling that too.